Okay, all right, guys. So, first, good evening. Okay, it's the evening time. And I don't want you to think that everything that I talk about, everything that I do on my channel is all just completely positive and, there's no obstacles to, the relocation to Africa or anything like that, because that just wouldn't be true. It wouldn't be true. It just wouldn't be true. There's going to be obstacles in every part of our lives. There's going to be obstacles every single day. And right now, guys, I have a big obstacle that I'm dealing with right now, and I'm very, 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 very frustrated. And I'm having trouble wrapping my head around it, okay? And before we dive into it, I want to drop a note, and I want to tell you, look, if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with friends and family. My name's Elijah Adi, and look, I have one ultimate goal, and that's to move everybody back to the motherland, Africa. Right now, and as you can see, I'm doing some work right over here, all right? The caregiver just brought over our clothes right over here. So I have our clothes and everything right on over. This is the patio area where I do a lot of work at right over here. Okay. So the big problem that I've been facing right now is, let's see if we can turn this on. Okay. Let's see if it turns on. Okay. Nothing. Okay. Any electricity? Okay. No electricity. Okay. There's no electricity, guys. And that's a big issue. That's a big issue. And it's not a new issue necessarily. It's an issue that I've been dealing with now for quite some time. Okay, so 5 out of the 49 days that I've been in here in Diani, there's been no electricity. Okay. That means anytime you go to the bathroom, anytime you want to cook, anytime you want to do remotely anything, you cannot. And it looks like the electricity is trying to come on right now. Let's see. Okay, it looks like it's coming on. Thank goodness, it looks like it's coming on. Okay, good. It looks like it's coming on. Guys, yeah, you wouldn't understand how frustrating it is to go without electricity. And I understand that it's a first world problem. I get that completely. It's a first world problem. But when it happens 5 days out of 49 days, 5 times out of 49 days, then it becomes a little bit frustrating, because it's hard to be, it's hard to predict when you have electricity. And here's the thing. I understand and I get it's a first world problem. I get that completely. But simple things that you just kind of take for granted, like not having to charge your laptop up, not having to charge your cell phone up, because of the electricity here, for whatever reason, this particular grid, right? Not all grids, because I think the way to circumvent this electricity issue is to have diesel powered generators. Okay, there needs to be diesel powered generators. Okay, and what diesel powered generators do is basically, when the electricity kicks, the diesel generator kicks in and goes, and then from there, that's what produces the electricity needed for your stay. But for whatever reason, there's no electricity. There's no electricity. Our generator here, and it's really challenging, guys. Really challenging. Really frustrating. It's difficult to kind of even wrap your head around, because in America, that's something that we take for granted. The ability to always be able to have electricity and what we need. And here, for whatever reason, just this particular grid line, it just doesn't flow like that at all. So, there's ultimately 2 ways to approach it, right? You can approach it with a positive mindset, and you can say, okay, I believe it. Things will get better. The electricity will come back. Or you can say, you know what, this is a little problematic. It's been 5 times during my stay. I mean, when I talk about 5 times, I'm not talking 5 times. I'm talking 5 nights without electricity. Yeah, growing up, humble beginnings, there were nights where I didn't have electricity and things like that. So I'm not someone that's completely uncomfortable with it. But when it does catch you off guard, when you are on holiday and all those different things, it does become a little bit frustrating. And you just wish the Airbnb host, and taking some hospitable measures put a plan in place to maybe get some solar or some diesel power generators to be able to circumvent this issue a little bit, because you can be midway through work, and remember, you need electricity for Wi-Fi. You need electricity a lot of times to be able to cook. You need electricity for a lot of things. So, a lot of times people will say, well, LaBelle, you only highlight the positive things of Africa and blah, 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 blah. No, 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 no. I highlight all the different facets of the motherland. Okay? All the different facets of the motherland. Okay? From an electrical standpoint, it could be a usage issue. It could be a grid line issue. It could be something happening underneath the ground, in terms of electrical lines and things like that. It could be a number of different reasons why there's no electricity, but through it all, I'm really, really lucky to be here. I'm really, really thankful to be here. It's still beautiful. Each and every time I go without electricity, the one thing I always think about is how can I center in? How can I use this time to read? How can I use this time to meditate? How can I use this time to think? How can I use this time to focus? And that's been really, 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 really good for me. So even when it does hit me, and again, we have a tendency sometimes to, when these things happen, we say, this is a big, big problem. And I understand that completely, but, everything's a matter of our perspective. So, when day 4 of no electricity hit me, I was like, all right, this is another test. This is another test to see if I can center in, if I can focus. Let me see if I can kind of get on my Zen moment. Okay. That was the test. Okay. And day 5, which is today, right now, it hit me a little bit differently. But again, it's still a beautiful experience. It's still a great thing. I'm still extremely thankful. And through it all, being here in the motherland is a blessing. So regardless of what obstacles you face, regardless of what obstacles you hit, always, always, always think about what can be learned from it. Because there's many things that we can take away from it. And remember, many of our ancestors, they had no electricity either. So look, everybody, if you're new here, my name is Elijah Adi. Please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think. Have you ever gone without electricity? What was the experience like? How did you navigate through it? And what are some lessons that you'd be able to pass along to other people? I will say some people are going to comment below and they're going to say, well, you need to get candles or torches or this or that. Yeah, I hear you completely. On holiday, it's a little bit different because sometimes you don't always have those things situated and ready to go. Vice versa. If this was your home, you can have those things set up. You can have candles ready to go, all those different things. When you're on holiday or anything like that, which means you're, on tourism or business or anything like that, you're a little bit more dependent on the host taking those precautions to ensure that any inconvenience you're met with is dealt with smoothly. And I just don't think the host has done that. I mean, in the 4 or 5 days that we've gone without electricity, they haven't even reached out to, apologize. So everybody has their own prerogative. I'm not upset or mad. I'm just communicating the facts, like always. So look, everybody, thanks so much if you watched this video so far. I got a lot of great content coming. Make sure to check out our page. Make sure to tap in below. Got a lot of great stuff. Peace.